are my chances of getting released?
Well, it'd be a lot better without the aggravated assault charge.
Nikolas provoked the attack, but as I told you, Lucky Spencer obviously
Yes, I explained it all to the
it.
judge, Mr. Cassadine, and I filed a motion to dismiss all the charges. All we can do now is sit and wait.
Listen, I'm paying you a great deal of
Because
money.
I am very good at what I do. And I can assure you, no matter what this judge rules, you will be cleared of the Summer Holloway murder charge.
I'm counting on it.
Oh, David, thank you so much for helping me out. I don't think I could have stood another minute in that jail cell.
Arguing bail is part of the job.
I knew that Nikolas would come up with the money.
Actually, I never had to call Nikolas.
Then who set my bail?
I know it's late, but I need to see Kristina.
Where you been all day?
Looking for a child-friendly apartment building. It's not easy.
Well, Kristina's welcome to stay here as long as you need.
And when the court appointed me her guardian, I didn't know that
The
children...
kids would be so inconvenient.
I'd like to get it right for as long as I have Kristina. If I don't, she could end up in foster care.
No one wants that.
I just wanted to say goodnight to her.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want her to think I'm a stranger when I come to take her home.
Kristina's not going to be here forever.
Yeah, maybe not much longer at all.
What are we going to do when the baby's gone?
It's just you and me.
Whatever we have left.
Ah, there's my sister. It's amazing how quickly the tables can turn, isn't it?
I'll keep that in mind for future reference.
You sabotaged my case, and now the judge will throw out all charges against me because of you.
Is that what Rick promised you?
I don't think it's particularly prudent to discuss this with Alexis and now.
Every motion that Alexis filed was justified. There's no evidence that she sabotaged your defense.
I'm sorry, Counselor. Can I speak to you for a moment, please?
Sure.
How does it feel to be caught in the trap you set for me?
The judge hasn't ruled on who caught who where.
I don't think I have much to worry about.
You've always been too arrogant for your own good, Stefan. I knew at some point it would catch up with you.
Well, then what's he doing walking around free? Right on time. What do you know? I come back to town to make sure Summer's killer pays. And here you are. Ready and waiting. You got any idea what's waiting for you in prison? Can you even imagine? Skinny little rich piece of fresh meat like you.
You know, as usual, Spencer, you're behind the times. Charges against me have been dropped.
D.A. Baldwin blew it again. No, the case against my client was a fabrication of an overzealous cadet. That's why I was thrown out by the judge.
How much did it cost you? How much did you have to slip the judge?
Mr. Cassadine is entitled to a vigorous defense, same as anybody.
Yeah, well, you console yourself with that fact in the cold winter nights coming up. Because you let a bloodsucker, a murderer, roam free.
Okay, Mr. Spencer, I can appreciate your sense of drama.
Haven't you caught on yet to how they treat the hired help?
I would hardly consider myself hired help.
He treats you like a servant, doesn't he?
How could you let this happen?
Oh, you're not going to get a straight answer out of him.
Cassadine got off on a technicality. You've been getting off on those for years.
Yeah, well, then it was his turn. And you know what? I got no problem with it. In fact, my condolences. Karma's a snaggle-toothed bitch, and she's about to take a big, nasty bite out of you.
I've made you a very generous offer.
Generous? It's a blatant, self-serving ripoff.
What do you call this?
Why is it unreasonable to expect you to pay back a loan?
At triple the going interest rate?
You wouldn't get to see Kristina at all if it weren't for me.
Fine, go find her an apartment if you can that's suitable for a baby. Maybe you'll find one by the time she's in high school.
Why do you overstate everything? I'll be settled in by Christmas.
And then she'll adjust from one home to another home to another.
Well, unlike you, I pursue my goals in an orderly, rational fashion.
I can out-linear your mind any day of the week. The only difference between the two of us is that you are narrow-minded, my friend.
Oh, I'm narrow-minded.
That's right. There's a perfectly good solution to this problem, but you can't see it.
And your imagination.
And you know why you can't see it? Because it was my idea, not yours. And you're the one that has to be in control all the time. Isn't that right, Zander?
What?
Isn't this right what I'm saying about your father?
Leave me out of this.
That's right. Go for the low blow. That's the Cassadine way.
You're bringing up the Cassadines? You don't even know anything about the Cassadines.
You'd be surprised.
You're an expert on everything.
Oh, and you aren't.
Nene, I'm going to see my daughter.
Not without me or not.
What's the matter? You afraid that I'm going to grab her
Escape out the window and down a tree?
It crossed your mind, didn't it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna see her first.
I'm her mother. Don't you think I should see her first?
Why can't you make the slightest compromise?
Because...
Oh my God. What if they fight like that in front of Kristina?
It seems to me like they're trying to work out a compromise.
And people call me an optimist. But maybe you're right. I don't know. Everyone has to compromise sometimes, huh?
Is that what we're doing here?
Kristina's the perfect distraction. How will we know what to do when she's gone?
I don't know. We never seemed to have that problem before.
Yeah. Before I hurt you.
And I hurt you back.
Yeah, most marriages aren't happy all the time.
Yeah, no, not the ones I've seen.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they don't work, right? I mean, look at my parents. They fight constantly. They've done awful things to each other,
But they seem happy.
yeah, I don't understand it, but I think they are. They're survivors.
Is that all we're doing? We're just surviving this marriage?
Are you ready to give up?
Are you?
If we can just hold on just a little bit longer, things are gonna get better.
Not if you want to be with somebody else. Am I the man you want to be with?
More empty threats.
Why does he think everything I say is a threat?
Empty threat.
Merely a prediction.
You know, my client is under no obligation to listen to
No,
any
on the
of this.
contrary, I find the fool quite entertaining.
Do you know anything at all about what goes around comes around?
Brother.
Vlad, let me tell you something. On the great karmic wheel of life, you're about to become roadkill.
When did you become so philosophical?
I don't believe in justice, good and evil, faith, hope. What's that third one?
Apple pie.
Apple pie. But I know karma. And karma doesn't care whether you believe in her or not. She just is.
Oh, well, I'm glad you cleared that up for all of us.
You hire some lackey to shove a woman off a cliff, sooner or later you're going to be standing on the edge of that same cliff.
Okay, are you finished?
Doesn't anyone care that he killed Summer?
I care.
Are you going to do something about this, or shall I?
Hey, Lansing, don't tell me how to do my job here.
My client has suffered for weeks because of your incompetence, all right? First, you put him in jail without any evidence.
What do you mean there's no way?
And then you look the other way and you let his attorney sabotage his bail.
Well, who would do a thing like that?
Alexis Davis.
That's my girl.
Yeah, for all we know, you and your girl have been working together all along.
Now this, counselor, take a look. This is classic inbred Cassadine paranoia.
You killed Summer because she crawled out of your bed and into your son's.
I haven't killed anybody in almost 2 years.
Yeah, Spencer's right. We've got no evidence on him now.
There you go. You got away with murder. You should be out celebrating.
Oh, I'll celebrate, all right. As soon as you pay up. And that'll be sooner rather than later.
At least you didn't harp at me in front of my daughter.
I'm not really interested in your critical analysis.
And I'm not interested in your constant surveillance.
Oh, then why'd you invite me to move into your guest room?
Well, I don't think you had any other options, did you?
Of course I do.
What, are you going to pitch a tent in the woods?
I agreed to move in, didn't I? And I agreed to cut your interest rate in half.
And I agreed that you didn't have to pay any rent. Fool that I am.
Yeah, that's why you won't be seeing Kristina without supervision.
She's my daughter.
God help her.
Hi, kids.
Hi. I've missed you.
Really? What are you doing out here in the woods with Dr. Quack?
Where the hell have you been?
Did I interrupt something here? Maybe a lover's quarrel?
No,
God
God's
forbid,
sake,
not
no.
in this life.
That's what I thought. Well, put it on hold. Natasha, you and I have something very important to discuss. How are we going to make your brother Stefan pay?
Stefan killed an innocent woman and you know it.
Keep it up, Lucky. You have the shortest career in law enforcement in history.
Oh, don't. You know what? You're loving this, aren't you?
Had no evidence, Lucky.
What about the tape? Lydia and Nikolas would gladly testify.
It's over.
No,
Let it go.
Let it. Hell it is.
You know what? I got a special assignment for you.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Watchdog for your father. If he so much as spits on the sidewalk, you're gonna lose that brand new shiny badge.
Mr. Cassidy.
Yes.
We've met, but never face to face. Lorenzo Alcazar.
I'm afraid I've never seen you before. You must be mistaken.
You owe me a great deal of money, Mr. Cassidy, and I intend to collect.
Good for you. Have a pleasant evening.